Good morning and welcome to today's episode of Jeannie Living Dangerously.
Yes, because Patrick goes, it's going to be a high of, what's the high here?
Well, I asked Google this morning and Google was like, today is a high
Google's
of 62.
a liar.
I believe it's 62 degrees
It
outside.
feels like 80.
I think it's because you walked. That was like a lot of work for you.
And you know, the whole time I was walking, I was thinking, I hate walking. I was literally walking, and I was thinking,
Where is she? Is she destroying something?
I don't know. I thought to myself,
Poppy the monster is here today.
I was like, I don't like physical activity. And then I thought, you know what, though? I don't mind walking,
like,
and I love...
And she's like, I don't want to die.
I do think that. I think I don't want to die because my doctor said you need to exercise more.
He said, this is a second chance.
Yeah, so I have thought that. So I was like, I need to
We have
walk.
been kind of eating better.
And then I thought, I love walking with Patrick. And then someday when we're retired, and it's just, I can just imagine just going out with Patrick and walking and listening to him tell me stories about, I don't know what, because he tells me lots of stories when we walk. And then he educates me about, I don't know, everything. Yeah. This is everything I know I learned from Patrick.
That's not true.
Okay, it's not totally true, but anyhow.
All the fun stuff.
All the fun stuff Patrick has taught me.
At least that's the story she tells me.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. There you go.
So, thank you so much. But Poppy is here. So,
Are you such a good girl? Are you a good girl?
I was walking with her, and she was so cute, and she was like, the wind was blowing her hair, and I swear she smiles. And she was smiling, and then she'd look back over her shoulder at me, and then we would shoot.
Did she?
We were shooting hearts at each other's. I was shooting hearts out of my eyes, and so was she at each other.
Was she at each other? You were shooting hearts.
We were shooting hearts out at each other, like just exchanging love so hard. So, all right. What do we have to talk about today?
All right, so I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the machines that were on my brother's sale list. So there were a couple things on my brother's sale list. But the two that I think are kind of interesting, especially for a lot of our high-end users. How come you're so loud?
She breathes really loud. She snores. She attacks the vacuum, which I think is ironic that we own a vacuum store and our dogs attack the vacuum.
She's so there were two machines that like we haven't and it's funny, I've been selling the 3550 for the last couple of months because the prices fell on the 3550. And for a long time, the 3550 was an item that, it was close enough in price to the 3700. I just was like, I can discount the 3700 and they're so close in price. You want the bigger screen on the 3700. But we're going to talk a little bit about the SE700 today, which is the other machine that is on there. In baby lock terminology, very, very similar to, I think is it still the Verve 2?
Too bad we're not zooming and then we could.
Well, I'm just going to show the machine.
Look how fancy we are.
I'm just showing the machine. I could always take my phone and do Irian, but
you should do Irian, but then they'll see all our junk up here.
So the biggest thing with this machine is when I saw the new price on this machine. No, this machine is a small portable machine with 4x4 embroidery. But the biggest thing is the cut button. It's got the cut button. And so the machine they used to be $9.99. I think there was like a national deal at $7.99.
Maybe I should do a demo on it.
There's an inventory reduction going on the machine right now at $4.99. And I said to Jeannie, because like we were getting low on our Brother NS80s, which is a phenomenal machine. NS80 is about $600. And it's a great little machine. But I was like,
but if you had a choice,
if you had a choice between the SE700 that has more stitches, some nicer features, 4x4 embroidery, and the cut button, and like you can even set it up to automatically trim.
But not only the cut button, but the upgraded threader. Like the threader's easier.
No, it's the same threader as the NS80.
Yeah, but it's still a little bit like...
It's the same threader as the NS80.
No, it pops it through.
No,
different.
it doesn't. No, it doesn't. The 3700.
Oh, it's the same threader?
It's the same threader.
Okay.
It's the same threader.
Sorry.
So she's thinking the 3550, and we'll talk about the 3550 on Tuesday. But the SE700, I haven't even put it on the website, and I really should.
Yeah, put it up.
I haven't even had a chance to put
we've been working really
late.
hard to get all of this stuff
and like
out.
I feel like like tonight's the first night I'm like we're not like we've been staying until 9:30, 10 o'clock to catch up, but we've done a lot of catching up the last 2 nights. But at $4.99 I was like, if you could buy the NS80 for $600 or buy the SE700 for $500, Jeannie's like SE700 all day,
even
every day.
Even if you decide not to use the embroidery features, just use it as a sewing machine. You're gonna get more for your money. You get more for your money with this.
And you have 4x4 embroidery.
And
It's like that's just kind of the added bonus.
Yeah. So if you decided that you wanted to do something like do a quilt label, you could do that on this machine.
And if you were looking at like a Verve or a Verve 2, like this is kind of what the Sophia was for those of you, like we know a lot of you had Sophias, but but like, I mean, if you're looking at those other machines, which are like $14.99, what's that?
I think we should Arian
what?
This.
Well, maybe we'll just film a demo and put a demo up.
Yeah, so let's talk about this machine because I did have the Baby Lock Sophia, and that was the machine I had the longest. As I upgraded and I traded in and I traded up, I kept that machine because it had the cut button, it had the automatic threader, it had all those high-end features at like a price that you usually have to pay so much more money for. And the size, it became my classroom machine. It became the machine that I lent out if like my friends needed to borrow something. It became the machine that I taught my kids how to sew on because I bought like cheap Hello Kitty mechanical machines and they struggled with those. And then this made it so much easier and so much more fun because we weren't struggling with like the tension and the threading and the speed control and all of those things. So this became the machine that was like more of my go-to machine than any other machine I had. And I just kept it, and then finally one day, I think I give it to
Shauna.
Did I give it to? No, Shauna gave it. I gave it to somebody, and I can't remember who I gave it to, but I did. I gave it away.
I mean, we gave it to Shauna, and then Shauna gave it back.
Shauna, who worked here, like I gave it to her to kind of learn how to sew on, and then I did eventually give it to somebody else. But it is just a phenomenal machine, and it'll be like that backup machine.
It's like kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and it's. I normally with a lot of this stuff, like when these were $7.99, I was like, yeah, you know, it's $7.99. You're like really talking about the PS500 or something like that, and like 4x4 embroidery, like especially with the 3550 at $2,000 in that range right now. I'm not allowed to talk price, so it's like roughly somewhere.
We can't talk price on these.
On that one.
On the
3550. That's below Matt. So so the the reality was, like, we just never really sold them. And then when I saw the price on these, I was like, we bought 5 of them. Betty, we're holding on to yours, waiting for the
Oh my God, Betty, you know what we figured out? The box opened when it was shipped to us, like, because the brother tape that was on the bottom of the box,
paper tape was all gone. It was
and
like,
they had
and it was like
retaped it.
haphazardly taped.
So
There were a bunch of items that were
yeah,
missing
we were
from
missing
the
some,
box.
but we figured That's how Patrick figured it out, because he's a PI. Did you know that?
I'm a
top
sleuth.
of
So
he figures everything out.
So
I had no idea.
So, in any case, at $4.99, they just make sense. The sale that Brother is running on the machines goes through the first week of September, and so
yeah, if you're thinking about a present, like if you think, I don't know what it is, but I had 3 grandmas come in and buy machines.
I mean, we sold those like that.
Yeah,
like one of them was already sold, but we sold the other ones like that. So I just ordered 5 more. That's worth mentioning too. The Brother sale ends next week.
Or the Brother accessory
sale. But on these machines, I would have to have an order in at these prices before the end of the first week of September.
So you still have time. We'll let you know.
So we have time.
But
I have
order
5
it now
more
if
coming.
You think you want it.
I'll put it up on the website and put it on the promotions page today.
So what you with this machine, Michelle went ahead and recorded a sewing and embroidery class. So you'll get the recorded version of those classes, and then you can sign up for the live accessory class.
And you're going to be super familiar with the machine anyways, because it's just like
I do want to point out one thing. You cannot combine your embroidery designs. There's no embroidery design combination.
Right.
Yeah, it's one design at a time. Because I was like, let me show you how to combine. And then I was like, wait, there's no add button. But that's okay. That's what that grid is for that comes with the machine. So you can go ahead and stitch another design afterwards and be able to place it.
So in any case, great buy. It's I just think it's a phenomenal price while it lasts. And it's funny because I was talking to Brother. Like I said, I ordered more yesterday, and I'm like, is there a risk of this stuff selling out? And they're like, not really. We're pretty overstocked on them. But like it does end that first week of September. So, and it's always funny because the way that Brother does stuff, sometimes like it works really well, and then they just stay with it.
Oh, that's another important thing. Michelle just pointed out, it's wireless.
That they can use Artspira.
Artspira will work on this machine.
500 free designs.
So in addition to what's on here, there's another 500 free designs.
There's positioning.
And can you, Michelle, combine designs in Artspira and bring it in?
Yes.
So you got to learn how to do it. I have to learn. I have not done any of that.
You can bring in the designs that are on Artspira, or you can upload your own personal designs.
Yeah.
Artspira, you can add lettering to them. You can save it out and send it wirelessly.
So that I just talked to you about, where I was like, oh, you can't. There's no add button. Who cares, right? Because you can do it in Artspira, and it's all in the app.
So we're just talking about machines right now. I'm going to pull out the 35.
This is a winner here. You should get this one. And like, I know a lot of you have the big machines and you don't have a good travel machine. This could be your travel machine. But I want you to understand, a lot of you are top shelf. And then you get these machines and you're like, but it doesn't have all the features.
Well, that's why we're going to talk about this one.
Yeah. You're like, where's my camera? It doesn't fit in that little machine.
So, and we're not even really talking embroidery on these right now because like they're phenomenal just sewing machines. So this machine, the 3550.
Part of me thinks I should get that to travel.
Get it right now while it's like at that price.
Screen.
I know you do, but.
And I go, I don't know, is that going to be big enough for me? Like, part of me thinks that I need to get. Part of me thinks I need to get the one with the 8x12 hoop, but then I'm like, why not just?
Well, so the 3550, and this is all I'm going to say about the 3550, and maybe what we'll do is we'll just put up some quick demos. The 3550 There's a national deal on the 3550. They were $4,000. They're now $24.99. So it's an inventory reduction thing. And I can do a little bit better than that with how they reduce the wholesale pricing. I know some of you bought them from me at $24.99 like in the last couple of months, which was already a great deal. Brother's kind of running with it to bring these down. It's the same machine. For those of you that have like a soprano, for those of you that have a, turn it this way.
Is the volume up? Do I turn it up here?
Hang on. No, we're fine. Like
Volume?
We should be fine.
She's saying the volume. Does it have anything to do with us? She can't. She said she's having trouble. Is anyone else having trouble hearing us?
We can turn the gain up a little, but that's also going to increase noise.
Okay.
So the 3550 is the same sewing machine as a soprano or a 1350.
That
and
midline.
you're talking about the very top of the midline. What I always tell people in the store when they're looking at those machines is the 1350 or the soprano has more in common with a ballad or a 2500 than it does the 950 or the 700 on the other side of it. It's got the fabric thickness sensor, it has the front lift, it has the pivot feature, it has the directional sewing. I mean, the feed mechanism is the same. And so the beautiful thing about the 3550 is, like, I have a tendency to sell those 1350s for $18.99 for, like, basically, like, with tax and everything, you're just over $2,000. It's a machine that normally sells for $3,000. We're in that same price range at the 3550, same sewing machine, but you have 6x10 embroidery. And so it's also a wireless machine. It works with Artspira. You can transfer your design wirelessly, etc. And once again, this is the sale price in theory through the end of the first week of September. What we've seen in the past, because we've seen it a couple of times, is sometimes Brother kind of hits the ball out of the park and they sell so many of these machines, they extend the deal for, you know, a couple of months, or they do it through the end of the year or something like that. But as does the 3550 cut the threads? Meaning, does it cut the...
Michelle says yes.
The jump threads? The 3550 does. I don't believe this
SC700, I don't think
does.
so.
But at these prices, it's just one of those things. Like, we normally don't have machines when we do the Brother accessory sale, but like this whole promotion through like the Brother accessory sale, which we're gonna put an end to next week,
Because it's
just
crushing
because
us.
it's crushing us.
Max must be
Max?
here. Max is like our sweetheart. We call him Maxi Poo.
She calls him Max.
I call
sometimes
him
I call
Maxi
him
Poo.
Maxi Poo too.
And he is the sweetest. And for some reason, Poppy does not like him.
I'm like, what did you do to her, Max?
We love Maxi Poo. She is a bad judge of character.
No,
I believe that.
No, maybe she knows something we don't.
No, Max is so. Max, don't
Poppy,
go over
come here.
there.
Come here.
You
Come here.
stay here.
You stay here. If you're gonna bark, you're gonna go away. So in any case, it is the NQ3550W, and quite frankly, I don't think either of those machines is up on our site. That'll be priority number one for me this morning. I'll put them both on the site.
Yeah. So this
And
will give you
I
an
will-
idea.
I will put them both on the site, and I'll put them both on the promotions page.
So
Artspira, Disney. They can buy Disney for the 3550.
Yeah. Okay, so, and then this is another, Michelle's pointing out, it's another machine that has Artspira. And I think, like, they're almost all coming with Artspira. Are they all coming with Artspira now?
Every machine but the 5200
Okay.
at this point. Which,
Okay.
by the way, like a guessing man would guess that
They're
the 8x12 machines are going to be wireless next year.
Yeah,
I would just
I
guess,
think-
because everything else other than that machine is now wireless.
Yes. So everything except for the 5200, the 8x12 machine, is coming with Art Spirit at this point.
What
and
is your
Michelle said you
feeling
can
about
buy.
the NQ?
Michelle said you could buy Disney designs to go with the 3550.
So Nancy's asking, what is my feeling on the NQ 1700? The NQ 1700 is embroidery only.
And it's fantastic.
And it's great. It's the same embroidery machine as the NQ 3550.
with the bigger screen.
With the bigger screen with the bigger screen
Doesn't the
in the NQ
1700 have-
1700. So it's great, but it's embroidery only. And quite frankly, like I haven't looked to see if they're doing a deal on that. It wasn't part of their like deals through this sale that they're running right now. But my guess is the price is like we ran a promotion. This goes back a year or two. We were selling those NQ 1700s, I think, for $1,750 for another $250
Yeah.
or so. I'd buy
Why?
the machine
Because
with
it gives
sewing.
it gives you options.
I'd buy the
you have
machine with
options.
sewing.
So
And it's a beautiful sewing machine. It's like our number one selling sewing machine is the 1350.
this hoop is a 4x4 hoop. I know it looks. Look how huge it is, but it's really not. It's a 4x4.
I like don't know if I ever recognized the picture I posted of the trainer with the new hoop. The look on her face.
I was like,
She's
she
like,
looks unhappy.
Was that Wondolowski?
I have no idea.
So this is the 4x4, okay? And so the SE 700 comes with a 4x4. It was the first embroidery machine I had, and I quickly outgrew this hoop because I was like, I want bigger. I wanted to do other things that didn't fit in here. The machine that Patrick's talking about right now, the 3550, and it does come with both of these hoops. It comes with a 5x7, which if you watch any of my sew-alongs, I use the 5x7 all the time. So it comes with the 5x7, and it comes with the 6x10.
It doesn't come with the 5x7.
It does. It's on the inventory list. I checked it.
It does?
Yes, it comes with both of
Really?
them. Yep, comes with both of them.
That deal's even better.
It's even better. Now another reason to get it. So these are the two hoops. It's gonna come with. If you've never done embroidery and you've been curious about embroidery, I wasn't one of those. We have people that come in here and they get a Luminaire. It's their first machine. That wasn't for me. That would have been above my comfort level. But I feel like I was more comfortable going
Would have
bigger.
been above my comfort level too.
I know, because I called Patrick from the parking lot. I was like, Patrick, I really want to get this sewing machine and this serger. Like, I was the person that went to the parking lot to make that call and talk to my husband about it.
Like we say, we sell like we purchase.
Yes.
Like, we get it.
This to me would have, we really say go as high as you can go that you're comfortable with, because it costs more money to trade in and trade out.
Yeah, we're just gonna sell you the big machine at some point anyway.
Yeah, you're gonna love it, and you're gonna trade in, you're gonna trade up, you're gonna trade in. I like crawled like through the hot desert, getting to each machine, but still, it was my comfort level. This to me would have been comfortable. That
In the
3550.
words of Joe,
Cry once. Joe, if you're watching, cry once. That's stuck with me too, because they came in and jumped right in, and he said they cry
They
once.
believe to cry once.
Yes.
Well, and we do at this point too when we shop.
Yeah.
Like, we're just like, all right, if we're really gonna do it,
Let's just
do
throw
it.
down. So that 3550 is going to also be an incredible first machine, or it could be a great machine for you to have as your secondary machine if you don't want to be left without, if your machine comes in for service, if you want to take it on a trip, if you have an RV, if you want to get it as a present. One of the grandmas came in and got that for her granddaughter, who her granddaughter was like, I don't know if I want to embroider, but they decided it was an option. Like at some point,
For like $100 more than
The
where
13
we were at
yeah.
the 1350, it just made sense.
yeah, it just
So
made
I
sense.
can't. So somebody asked what the cost is, and the reality is there's MAP pricing on this item.
What is
at
the map pricing?
$24.99.
Okay, and
So,
our
and
price
they're
is
normally $4,000, and right now through the end of the first week of September, at the price at which I'm buying them, I can do better than that price. And so it is. It's a great deal.
Can the 5x7 magnetic work with the 3500?
It will, yes. So the 5x7 and the 7x12, I think at this point work on all the machines.
what is, so Tina asks, what is art, and we've been
Art
taught it's
Spira.
Art Spira.
It's ARTSPIRA. And Art Spira is an app for brother machines that allow you additional designs, additional abilities. It brings some high-end features into mid-level and lower-level wireless machines. I spent a lot of time, and we haven't really talked much about it, but I spent a lot of time talking about Art Spira at the brother event. Like in
Yeah.
our feedback event, I talked a lot about it because it is something nobody else is doing right now. And brother has a bigger library. They were talking about new licensing, and there's some new licensing that's coming. Like, and I don't have a time frame on it, so I don't want to talk more specifically about it, get people fired up about stuff that may be a year or more away. But brother's bringing some stuff in that's not just Disney.
Like, wouldn't it be cool if it was sports teams, or wouldn't it be
We
cool?
may very well be talking about stuff like that.
I didn't go, and you haven't told me anything. But
Well,
like,
I mean, this was like when because like I brought up the fact that I didn't think we were talking about Art Spira enough, because it is a major differentiator. Like in the interconnectivity between the machines, the printers, the scan and cuts, there's also, like, they're talking about bringing in more stuff. They now have a division called Unified Services, which is all the divisions of Brother are working to create products together.
wow.
And so, I mean, we've got printing, we've got scanning, we've got cutting, but there's like more stuff that's coming. So, like, it's by Brother. That's all I can
Yeah,
say.
and
It's amazing.
And buy from us, because
What I think
Well-
we may be one of the few people that are actually teaching it. Like I was talking to Shannon, and the other gentleman's name escapes me right now, but they were like, I was like, we are not talking about this stuff enough. And he's like, a lot of our, will you go handle that?
Okay, you're going in your crate.
Here's this too.
And,
But
and
the,
Michelle is working on some stuff for Art Spira, and it would be great to get everyone on that has Art Spira.
Well,
and, like,
and that we do a general Art Spira class
Yes.
as well. So as we get deeper into it, we may be, we may be, yeah, and like the stuff they were talking about as far as licensing, I'm like, oh my God, the grandmothers are gonna freak out about that. And then I was like, oh my God, it's cool. It's super cool. So,
Okay, you're going in your crate. You gotta get
hey Jeannie.
I need to put her lead on.
All right, so we may very well be taking her home.
No.
So, all right, so it's 9:58, Jeannie. Let's ask the question.
Okay.
And so we do have a question today, and we do have a giveaway. Do we know what the giveaway
No,
is?
but we decided we're gonna do something awesome.
Because we didn't do a giveaway this last.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a double giveaway. Maybe we'll do either two giveaways, or we're gonna give away one thing that's gonna be awesome. So, can you put her away? Like, I went to grab her, and like I didn't have her lead on her, and she was like, So, okay, this is the question, and a lot of times we'll ask questions that are gonna help us at the store. And did we answer all those? So, and you know what? Maybe we should do you think I should do a live demo on those two machines, and then people can ask questions?
Oh, that would be awesome. When do you want to do that, though? Are we caught up enough for you to do them today? Or do we have much going on back here today?
No, let's catch up. Let's do a little bit more catch up next week. So, because I'm not going to start Quilty Christmas, and we're starting Quilty Christmas the first Friday.
Are you done with pumpkins and potions, or?
I think I might film like one more thing. It's a maybe. It's not a definite. But my whole front's together. I just have to do embellishments. But we'll do a live demo next week, and that way you can ask questions about those machines if you're interested in them, and I'll show you the I'll show you the latest and greatest features, and then I'll have Michelle talk to you about the Artspira side of it and like why that might be something you'd be interested in. So
So somebody commented on prototypes of the Avenir. There are some props of the Avenir, meaning like they're non-working machines. So if you're seeing videos of people with the machines, that was all done at the Brother event. And then there are some props out there for like launch events.
what
and
I
stuff.
didn't see this.
What?
Everyone's saying Heather Mundy where. Oh no! Congratulations though. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt that. I was like all worried. Okay. Sorry, Patrick, you can keep talking.
So Cindy asked about Hello Sunshine.
That is I am just going to be filming that at this point. But I'm continuing that.
And there is free Artspira and there is paid Artspira. There's some stuff that's behind a paywall there. So.
Are we ready to ask the question?
Yeah, All Brands is doing like an event. But like I said, I think they're prop machines. Like I met Courtney and her husband. They were actually going through the stations with me at the Brother events. Really nice people. So are you ready to ask the question?
Yeah, I wanted to show the sample, but I don't see the samples.
All right, well, just come over and ask the question and let's get to work.
Okay.
So we do a giveaway every Friday. If there's anybody that's new that's watching, the giveaways are great. It's pretty nice stuff. And when are we going to talk about the vacuum?
Oh, okay.
We're not talking about it right now, but when are we talking about it?
Soon. We have a new product that is like, oh my God, so
I
amazing.
came home and I was like, how was it? And Jeannie was like, oh my God. So the oh
my God, so cute.
giveaway, we ask a question. The question you must answer below, not in live chat, which is what's happening on that side of the screen right now. So basically, we need to wait until the live stream ends, and then you can answer the question. If you're out of town, you pay the actual shipping to get the product to you. You get the product for free, but we don't ship it for free. What is the question today? I'm going to get to work.
So, and some people have asked, Scan and Cut stuff. We're doing Scan and Cut stuff as long as we have the margin. There's a couple of things we don't. 30% off. So we didn't put that up on the sale, but if you want Scan and Cut stuff, then send me a note with what you want, and then I'll send you prices back. But yes, we are doing Scan and Cut stuff, 30% off.
No, she's looking for
Some
trouble.
dealers. Do you offer a class taking an applique pattern and creating out Scan and Cut files and stitches? Krista, email me that. I will give that to Michelle, and we'll see if that's something that we can do. I'm just answering some of your questions. Done. When are we going to do the next sew-along? We are so buried with shipping right now. That's my main priority, getting you all your stuff at this point. So that's why we didn't do one today. Maybe next Friday, but I'm going to start Quilty Christmas, and that is going to start the first Friday of September. So that's going to be the official official sew along that we're going to do, and it's going to be not this Friday. I can't remember what. And you know what? It might not. I have to look at the calendar. It'll be the first week of September. I have to make sure that it doesn't conflict with sew-alongs, because I know Karen Bowles going to be doing the sew-along for the October Save the Date pillow. So it'll be nestled in there somewhere. Is Artspira a free app? Artspira has a free version and a paid-for version, and that's going to be a better question for Miss Michelle, and we will have her come on and talk about that at some time. Yes, we do need a demo on it, Gwen, because it's evolving and it's changing and it's growing. So it will be great to have a demo on that with some bullet points of the things that you can do with it and why it's so amazing and why you want to get a brother machine, because you'll have access to that. And let me see if there's anything else. Oh, I did want to talk about this because Dory is saying she sent an email trying to order some brother products. I am responding back to those emails, but I looked and I was like, oh my God, this email is 3 days old and I still haven't gotten back to them. So this weekend, I will be taking time to respond back to everything. However, if you have not gotten a response, shoot me another email too, just to make sure that I got it. I don't want to miss anybody. I have, like, there was one person I missed last time. I felt horrible about that. And we just put her in the next sale, but she had to wait. So if you have not heard back from me, feel free to send me another email. Don't bombard me with like 10 emails. But I had somebody go, I know you're really busy. They sent me an email today. I know you're really busy, but I sent this email and it was from lots of days ago and I totally missed it. So I appreciate that reminder email, and just be patient with me. It's been really busy getting everything done, and don't feel bad about sending me that second email, because I appreciate that second email and I want to make sure I don't forget anybody. With the Scan and Cut stuff, you can order it. If you want to just go ahead and order it online, put brother sale, even though right now I'm watching. So I'll just go ahead and give you that discount. It is 30% off of retail. It is not. So if stuff is on sale online, we do not double discount because we need to be able to make some money. So it will be 30% off of retail. And you can go ahead, if you see the item that you want online, go ahead and make the purchase there on the website.
When we service vacuums,
The difference between the Scan and Cut 325 and the 330, most of the time, I mean, and dealers will tell you that there's no difference, but there are differences, and that's really a better question for Patrick, because I know I hear him on the phone talking about it, but I would have Patrick, Joanne, if you're interested, send an email to me or send it to Patrick, and he'll give you a call and he'll discuss that with you, or else we can do that on the live feed at some point so people know. So, because you're probably not the only one who has that question. You know, my email, I prefer you email me directly, just because I check those more often than I do the store email, but I am the person that goes into the store me email and answers those too, usually. Sometimes there's like 2, 3, 4 days that might go where I don't get to them. So you can email me. Got a pen? My name, Jeannie. So it's JEANNE, the letter A, the number 1, SEW, SEW, @gmail.com. So Jeannie, A1 SEW @gmail.com. I do not have an I in my name. And email me and just send that to me, and I'll get back to you. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Will Michelle be holding another? Get to Know Your Scan and Cut is coming up. It's on the 30th. Is it on the 30th? Yeah, it's next Friday. So if you want to take that class, get signed up for it now, because there is a kit that goes with it. So you're going to get the kit. I have to mail it to you. So go on just look up Get to Know Your Scan and Cut, and you should be able to find that class. If for some reason you can't, email me and I'll send you the link, but please look for it online and sign up today so I can get your kit out to you. Even if you want to sign up and you don't get the kit in time, you'll get the recording of the class. And that class is a go. We are not going to reschedule. Like I said, Patrick, Michelle, and I sat down and talked about some new class policies, and so get signed up for that class. It will be held no matter what. Okay. Let's talk about the question of the day. I'm not going to read any more questions so we can get started. The question of the day pertains to Kimberbell Digital Dealer, and I know not all of you do this, but if you don't do these, you could just give me your opinion of what you would prefer for the kit. When we cut the kits, we get a little cut list. This is our copy. And this is, or you guys have this too. And we will go ahead and kit it. Sometimes we kit it for both sizes. It's a mug rug, so we're only doing the 5x7 size. This is the project that we're talking about right now. Official cookie tester. This is going to be the mug rug for October. And when we cut the kit, this is what your kit looks like. So you get the kit. Everything is pre-cut and ready to grab and go. So all you have to do is add thread, get your hoop, be at your machine, and you're ready to go. What we're thinking of is, do you prefer, because we will go ahead and we cut these to your size. Do you see the sizes right here? So everything is cut with these specific sizes. And then, like I said, there's no prep. You just grab and go. But what I was thinking of, because like this is the kit for September. This class is September 13th. It's a free Zoom class. I don't even care if you get your stuff from us. You can kit it yourself, whatever you want to do. But this will be a free class. Everything is cut to size, grab and go. We are getting ready to cut our kits right now for November and for October. So our November kit is going to be Christmas Joy Lace Gift Stocking. There's a picture of it.
Are you asking them?
I'm asking them because we've been waiting. And we're getting ready to cut December. Okay? Those are the kits that we're getting ready to cut. So,
Hey, Poppy.
would you prefer, because we were thinking maybe we should start cutting it as per the, because what they have in here is they have the actual sizes. So you're cut and ready to go. We want to make it easy. We want you to be like, oh, I don't even have to think. Here's my little kit. I'm ready to grab and go. Would you prefer we cut them to the sizes here? So instead of cutting the sizes pre-cut, we'll just cut you the fat eighth. It'll be quicker and easier for us sometimes. But a lot of times there's extra fabric, and then you're going to have a little bit of prep work beforehand. But the benefit is you'll probably have enough fabric that you could do 2 of them or 3 of them. It might be a little bit more expensive, but it won't be like that much more. Well, it might be a little bit more expensive because you're going to get a bigger cut of fabric. But like I said, most of the time you're going to have enough fabric that you're going to be able to make probably, we're still going to just cut you the one stabilizer. If there's extra little doodads, it'll be like, you'll just have enough for like embellishments. It'll be enough for that like one project because we'll cut those to size. So would you like it like this one here, December? Because we're going to wait to hear from you guys, and then we're going to cut these kits. So here, we'll cut this for the biggest size. So you'll have a fat quarter instead of a 9x9 piece. You'll have a fat 16th, fat quarter fabric scrap, and an 1/8 of a yard for the binding. So we can cut it so you'll have those larger pieces, or we'll cut it grab and go. Well, you'll get the 9x9. You'll get that already pre-cut. You'll get the pre-cut sizes down below. And then there'll be no prep work. Trade-off. More fabric to have multiples, be able to do multiples. Cut to size, grab and go. No prep. Does that make sense? Do you guys understand what I'm asking? Because we're getting ready to cut these. Normally, we cut to size, grab and go. But we can cut a little bit bigger, and then you're going to have more for... Yay, more fabric is what Cheryl's saying. So that's going to be just, I want to know if you want to do grab and go, cut to size, or if you want the larger cuts, more fabric. And it'll be a little bit more. It's not going to be a lot more because these are smaller projects. So, yeah, that's it. Understand. Everyone understand? Yes. And remember, your responses need to be not in the comments, but afterwards. Wow. I think most people are going to be, they want the more fat, and we'll do that. We'll do that for you. And, that's exciting because we've always just cut it to size. And we were thinking about it with the last ones, and I was like, maybe we should just do the bigger cuts, and then you'll Okay. I'm getting a feel for this. All right. We're out of here. Have a great day. Be creative. Make something awesome. I'm hoping that we're going to be dug out by this weekend in shipping, and I'll get everyone's things out to you. Thank you for being so patient with us too. And then we will see you next week. Don't forget to answer that question. And if you don't do Kimberbell, just go, if I did do Kimberbell, this is what I would want. And just answer it that way. Make sure we're going to have a great giveaway. So make sure that you that you do throw in a reply, and it does have to answer